Hello, my name is Callum John Bagshaw. I attend Christ the King Sixth Form College at Lewisham. My project in AS Media Studies has been to create a website based on my genre of music, which is pop. And I'm really liking it, it's really fun, and I've done so well with my website so far. It's been a lot of fun so far, and I'm starting to get a bit more work towards it as I'm about to create my own magazine. Now, so far for my research, I've created an induction task where I'd start my first experience with Photoshop, where I had to get an original image from the AS Media website and another image like without any layout, because the first image I selected had loads of layout, and what I had to do for the second image is use Photoshop to make all those layouts and texts to look exactly like the first image, apart from the main image. After that, I had to do some textual analysis. I had to get 4 images from the AS Media website, and 2 of them had to be front covers and 2 of them had to be double pages. What I had to do is I had to start with some camera shots, like what type of shots has been taken through each of those images, the double page and the front cover. I also had to do mise-en-scène, where I had to talk about the NVC of the character and the setting and the lighting and the props used if possible. And what else? I also had to talk about the target audience, like who would the magazine and the double page be aimed at. So yeah, just stuff like that. For my convention diagrams, I had to get 1 front cover, 1 contents and 1 double page from the AS Media website, and talk about all the aesthetic types of cover lines and all that on the magazine and double page. And it was a lot of work. I had to look at some examples for like all the types of research I've done, just to get all the types of main image and the content, the layout, all the sort of stuff like that. And you could use Photoshop to edit it and sort out a good background, because that's what I did, and that was fun. For my profiling, I had to get a male and a female to, not a real one, just like an image I got from Google, and make them up and create a little backstory behind them, like what are their interests. And the main thing I had to do was structure the layout of the text of each character about why they would buy my magazine, which is a pop magazine, if you've forgotten. For my audience research, and I've done this bit over the holidays, my half-term, around October, I had to create a survey of questions. I had to come up with at least 10 front-page questions, 5 double-page questions and 5 contents questions, all suggesting what I should do for my final piece. And this is one I can't answer, this is one someone else has to answer. I used SurveyMonkey to create some these questions, and it limited the questions a bit, unless it couldn't let me. I laid it out into 5 surveys because I wanted to do it all one survey, or at least like a survey per front cover or content and all that. But the problem was I had to pay for that, and I was like, no. So I structured it into 5 surveys. So 3 surveys take up all my front cover questions, and 1 survey for my double page and 1 survey for my content. And I spread it all out to a variety of social media. Well, actually 2. I spread it through Facebook and WhatsApp, and laid out some evidence as well. I took screenshots of all my results, and all the text saying done it Callum, done the survey, really like the survey, stuff like that. And yeah, I got many responses, and lots of they're very different votes and all that, but it's all good. All the most votes has been set for each question I have to do for my final magazine, my final front and contents and double page. Now, moving on to the last one part of my research is my mood boards, and this is what I think was the hardest one that I had to do. I had to use Photoshop, so it wasn't too difficult, but I found it quite difficult, not because of Photoshop, but because just creating one, really. Like, I tried to, what I did is I had to layer out an A3 landscape image on Photoshop and create an image that illustrates and portrays my pop genre music magazine, and I had Lady Gaga as my main image and all the flashy pop styles around her, the background, the foreground, and all the glasses and caps that she's wearing. That was all fun, and Photoshop was quite cool, the way I got to learn all the effects and glows, and yeah, it's going to be fun to create my final magazine. I mean, my research was hard and all that, and all the types of research and audience research, the mood boards, the convention diagrams, textual analysis, all I've worked very hard on, and I'm glad that it's finally done, but I've still got a lot more work ahead of me, especially when it comes to this final idea. Well, that just about sums up this video. Hope you've enjoyed.